Good evening, everyone. Welcome to those in person and those, if we have anyone who has also signed up for the public comment. Thank you for joining us. The public comment is can be viewed at HPA-TV channel 96, Comcast, and channel 6032, and we have several HPA-TV apps, Roku apps, Apple apps, and also after the meeting, public comment can be viewed at HPA-TV Facebook. So again, welcome. Let me read a couple rules and regulations for speaking to the council on public comment. Each person will give their name, their address, and if they represent a group, state for the record, again, their name and address and the group they represent. Each speaker will have 3 minutes to speak. All remarks, please, to the body and not to any personal council person. During the public comment, no member of the council, can address or ask follow-up questions to the person who's making public comment. And of course, we will not have any debate by the council person, even though we may ask for your contact information and follow up a little bit later time to get additional information. And again, welcome. My name is Shirley Surgeon. I'm the council president, and we have here with us in person our majority leader, Marilyn Rossetti. We have our town clerk who is helping us with the public comment. We also have Councilman John Gale. And on carrying a hybrid, we have Councilman Josh Mitchum, we have Councilwoman Kelly Bilodeau, we have Councilman Alex Thomas, is that TJ? And we have Councilman TJ Clark for joining us remotely. A couple other remarks I do make, and that is we're also testing our program with the mayor brought to us. It's a translation service. Right now, we're still ironing a couple of the kinks out of it. But tonight, if you do need to speak with us, if there's any Spanish language person who needs to speak to us, we normally would have Councilman Mitchum, who has been our translator for several years now. We can retire him, not from being a council person, but from translating, and use the translation app that will, if you speak in your native language, we'll be able to see and read what you're saying in English. We are still working on a couple of kinks along with it, and so we may ask a couple council members, a couple community with different ethnic group, Irish, Italian, Colombian, Puerto Rican, to actually come up and help us teach, translate, work it out, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it can translate up to 60, 80? Okay, 80 different languages. So we're going to be testing this out in the next couple of weeks. If you would like to volunteer, you would really, really, really appreciate it. Just, reach out to one of the council staff and sign up, and we'll tell you, when we'll have in-person testing of the remaining of the program. So let's get the public comments started. Those who have signed us with us first to speak is Mr. Young, Joseph Young. You've got 3 minutes, Mr. Young. Welcome.
Thank you. Joe Young, 610 Farmington Avenue. I just had a couple of things to say. They had the Hartford Marathon this last weekend, and apparently what they do is they shut down a lot of bus stops because they closed the streets for the marathon, and I was late to work because of this, and I'm sure it's a inconvenience for a lot of people. So I was thinking that next year maybe they should have like alternative routes, and because they said that I had to wait until 2:30 for the bus to start again. So, and then just a second thing, I saw on the news the other day that there's this homeless shelter in New Haven, I think, that does actual job placement and places people in permanent housing. And I was thinking that the city of Hartford should fund something like that. I know there's only 2 shelters in Hartford, but they don't help people look for jobs and actually look for housing. So, and I was thinking that the Brazza building on Farmington Avenue would be good for that, because that's been vacant for a long time. So, and that's all I have to say, I guess. Thank you.
Yep, I know. Thanks, Mike. We'll pass your comment on, Mr. Young, to the organizer of the marathon. You know, we're providing alternative routes for people like yourself. So thank you very much. Next up to speak, Alyssa Peterson. Right after Ms. Peterson, we have Paul Mota.
Good evening, Council. Alyssa Peterson. I'm here on another topic, but I certainly want to advocate for our fire department. I unfortunately had to use the fire department at my house for a very freak accident, and I'm so grateful that they were able to keep the problem limited and basically save the house. So thank you to all. And the number one issue for the fire department and the police department is you have to undo the damage that Mayor Bronin did to their contracts. I don't know how you're going, I don't know. I don't know how you're going to do it. I'm sorry, this rests upon you. Maybe the answer lies in help from the state government, or as far as the package and as far as their benefits, but something has to be done. And again, this is happening now. Imagine this room full of police very soon, shortly thereafter. All the unions have to do with the damage caused by Mr. Bronin, so I apologize for that. That said, I'm here tonight. I had sent a letter to you, Council President Surgeon, and to former Council President Rosado. I was very concerned about the impending merger of the former Hartford Municipal Credit Union, which is now CENCAP, with another outside national organization. And I'm not happy. The merger hasn't happened yet. I think this is a local problem. I think they've had problems for many years. I think I like many of their board members. I think that we need some new board members, and we needed some new solutions, and we needed some time to look at possible mergers with Hartford Federal Credit, with the fire department's credit union, with Franklin Trust. I don't think CENCAP needs to merge with a national organization. The reason I brought it to your attention was the city of New York, when they had problems with their credit union, they put a pause on things. They went to their the state banking commissioner, and then they brought in NCUA, which is the credit union oversight. So the city of New York took action. And the city of New York worked with state banking officials, and they worked with the feds. I wanted to see the city of Hartford work with banking officials or local officials, take a 30 or 60-day time out and see if there were other merger possibilities, other board possibilities, other outside financing policies. I don't think our local credit union, which could benefit from other credit unions or new membership or new board or et cetera. I don't think we need to lose our local loans, our local accounts, and have them gobbled up by some national entity that we don't know about. There is malfeasance at this credit union. They've had problems for years. They've had a problem board for years, and I think an outside look is necessary. And I put in my email to you, I asked for your review, and I asked for you to put it to the attention of the mayor. And I believe that there's some oversight role or input role that you could have, just like the City of New York. I've taken your time, too much of your time. Thank you, and I will be following up with another email. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And please, let's come up with a solution. This is embarrassing that we have to go to arbitration and more arbitration. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. Next up to speak is Paul Mata, and he is the Vice President of the Hartford Firefighters Association. Welcome.
Come on up. You guys don't want to come behind? Come on behind. All right. Good evening, Council President,
Good evening.
members of the Council, residents of Hartford. My name is Paul Mata, 1 Linden, Suite 104. I have the honor of representing the dedicated union members of the Hartford Firefighters Local 760. I have also had the privilege of serving as a firefighter for the City of Hartford for the past 25 years. I was born and raised right here in Hartford. I have proudly served this community my entire adult life. For the last 20 years, I have been an active member of Local 760, beginning my service on various committees, moving on to the executive board, and eventually serving as vice president and chair officer. Over that time, I have been directly involved in 4 separate contract negotiations. I have attended every single negotiation session, every mediation meeting, and every arbitration hearing. I have been a critical part of this current negotiation process from the very beginning. At this time, I am stepping forward to lead our local while our brother, President Rosa, continues to recover from a medical emergency. I take that responsibility seriously. I will continue to represent our membership with integrity, professionalism, and respect. We have negotiated in good faith, under challenging conditions, and with complete transparency. We have shown up, we have participated, and we have done the work. The Hartford Fire Department has always been a pillar of this city's safety, and its members deserve fair wages and respect. The men and women who serve the city do so with pride, dedication, and selflessness every single day. All we ask is for the same level of respect and fair wages that our brothers and sisters in the city and across the state receive. On behalf of Local 760 members, I want to say thank you to the council members for standing with us, for believing in fairness, and for reminding us that when a city stands together, no one stands alone. Your support both in the neighborhoods, across social media, has meant more than words can express. Thank you for your time this evening and allowing me to speak. I have left my contact information available. Should any of you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you again.
Mr. Moda, on behalf of the council, our prayers go out to your firefighter brother who is ill right now. So, want to thank each and every one of you for your service and let him know that our prayers are with him, for a speedy recovery.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, next person up to speak will be Ms. Yenny. Good evening, Ms. Yenny.
Good evening, dear. How are you all doing? I'm hoping you're doing fine.
Okay.
I'm Hyacinth Yenny, and I'm with the Maple Avenue Revitalization Group. And actually, I didn't come to actually speak about the fire department, but I'm so happy they're here. And I want to let you know on behalf of Marge, we are in full support of the fire department. As a fire department has been one of the most influential fire department in the country. You got to know that. We are accredited, okay? These are dedicated people. They live here. I would say 90% of them live here. Now, we need to make sure that we are supporting them. They should not have gone this long without a contract. And so, as a city, we need to band together and work together to make sure they get what they really deserve. So, yeah, I do pray every day for their safety, And it is important, okay, that we all do, because their job is almost life and death when they get to a call. So it's important for us to continue to support them. So thank you guys for all what you've done for the city of Hartford and your community. I also would like to talk in general. Thank you, council members, for continues to support our South End Wellness Senior Center. We are over 400 member now, so I'm just hoping that you continue to support us in general. And the other thing is I actually want to talk about, it's a plot that's on Bond Street in South Hartford, which they call the Bond Park. Now, I'm not sure who turned it into a park, but it is a little city park. And I'm here to speak on trying to get it removed from that Bond Park to a lot where we can sell and turn it into housing. Because the general lot in that area is just generating drugs and prostitution. The police, Barrett has gone in there, the public work has gone in there on a regular basis, and the police has gone in there regular basis and clean it up, and it's like, well, they didn't really actually do anything. It's a constant problem. We are driving out those homeowners from that area of the city to other places because the fact is it's become a drug and prostitution area. So I'm asking the city support to remove it from the lot as a park, because it's not doing us any good in the city.
Ms. Yenny, what street is that on? Barn?
It's on Bond Street.
Barn Street.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
Bond.
Maple. Yeah, Bond.
Okay.
It's from Franklin to Maple in that section of the city. Okay, so I'm asking you to look at that, and I know I've spoken to Kelly about it. He's going to be looking into it. We're looking for something that doesn't cause that continuous trouble in our neighborhood, and so I'm looking forward to work along with you guys to make that happen. Because I know Sina will be willing to buy it to turn it into a house lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up to speak, Ephraim Adams. And please, if I pronounce your name, could you please correct me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ephraim Adams. I was born in Hartford, Connecticut at Mount Sinai. I attended Capital Community College, and I remember when the Civic Center was downtown because my grandfather helped build it, and he always said that the roof was going to cave. And so I am here today to briefly talk about some gender issues in some Hartford, Connecticut history taking place in the community. And so before I speak, because we don't always have a shared language, my sex is what I'm born with. If I place my hand over my heart, that's my orientation, which is who I love. And then my hand on my head is my gender, which is how I express myself. And so my gender, my orientation, and my sex. So male, straight or gay, man or woman. In Hartford, unfortunately, we lost a black woman who was killed because she was transgender. Her name is Rita Hester, and she grew up in Dutch Point, which is right down the street from here at City Hall. Unfortunately, Rita was killed in Boston, Massachusetts, and no one knew that she was from Hartford. So in Boston, Massachusetts, they started a National Observance Day, which is known to the world, or those within the Pride community, as Transgender Day of Remembrance. We get together every year and we host candlelight vigils for those who are victims of domestic violence, particularly trans people. Now that's been happening for 25 years because Rita died and was killed in 1998. There's been a lot of discourse in the community about raising a trans flag here at City Hall, but that's not why I'm here today, because raising flags doesn't actually support or do anything unless you pair it with action. And so I just want to let people know that a group of us will be gathering outside of City Hall on November the 20th, which is Transgender Day of Remembrance, to give out food, give out clothing and warm blankets and coats for our homeless people, because it's going to be the holidays, and that's what actually supports community. Now, this is a Hartford Current article that you can check out. It's online. It lets you know everything that's been going on in Hartford related to this issue. All right, that's Rita Hester on the front there. And this is a special flag, because I'm a documentarian and an artist. No, I'm not with an organization or an institution. I'm just a human being. And so if you take a look at this flag, it has blue for boys, pink for girls, black and brown in the center, because Rita Hester was black. This flag has been raised in the historical district on Pratt Street. It has been raised at 90 Gold Street across from Center Church. It has been raised at some Pride centers, and it has been raised at 75 Sterling Street in the north end of Hartford, and will continue to be raised. And just to close out my statement, during the pandemic, there was lots of social unrest, and we all may have our own personal feelings about that. As you can see, this is the traditional trans flag that most people know. If you don't know it, it is just pink for boys and girls, or pink, blue, and white for boys and girls, and white as a neutral color. Now, this flag has been around for 25 years.
Could you summarize, please?
Huh?
Could you summarize?
Oh, to summarize, for people to express themselves, they had to write Black Lives Matter over it and deface the flag. And so it showed that the flag was not specific enough to black trans people. And this picture was taken outside of City Hall in 2020. Again, if you could just please join us. We're not going to be asking for permission, because should giving out food and clothes and supporting our homeless people be done in protest, or should we just be able to support? All right, so thank you. That'll be from 12 to 2 on November the 20th, and I hope I can see some of you there. And to close that out, we tend to talk about trans people as if they're some sort of special class, but they're not. And so I'm sure there's plenty of guys here who have always been told that they're not tough enough, or if they do something that's so gay, or they're a wimp, or et cetera, et cetera.
Mr. Adams?
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up to speak, the Register of Voters, Giselle Feliciano.
Evening, Council.
Good evening.
Folks of the public, firefighters, before you guys leave, stay safe. I'm with you guys, and I pray for you guys every day, and thank you for your service. Moving forward, I came in today just to remind everyone, on Monday, we start early voting. We do have election this November for the Board of Education, one of our lowest turnouts. I'm looking for folks to please come out, place your vote. Early voting will begin on Monday all the way to November 2nd. That includes weekends. The last Tuesday and Thursday of this month will be from 8 to 8. Every other day will be from 10 to 6. So I just wanted to remind everyone of the early voting, and that November 4th, we do have the Board of Education election that will take place citywide. That was it.
Where is early voting going to be taking place?
Early voting will be taking place here at 550 Main Street, room 002, which is the office of the Registrar of Voters.
Could you, as you wrap up, just give us a little summary? Can you register to vote, or you can just come out to vote?
So we do have same-day registration during early voting. So if you are not registered, you're more than welcome to come into our office during early voting, register to vote, and take your actual ballot and cast your vote at that time. We still have absentee ballots process, which is within the town clerk's office if you won't be in town. But reminder that anyone can come in and cast your vote during early voting, or if you feel more comfortable doing an absentee, go through town clerk's office. We also have same-day registration on Election Day that will take place here in the atrium. That'll be from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the day of election. So anyone who, again, you still have ample time to come and register and cast your vote. The other thing is that we do have new voting machines this year. Just a reminder that these are new voting machines, so please take the opportunity to come out and try the actual voting machines, DS300s. Any other questions?
Just wanted to ask, what are we voting on this year? Oh, that's what it is? I didn't
We
remember.
are voting for the Board of Education this year.
Okay, just wanted
Okay.
to make sure I know what I'm coming out to vote for.
Y para los hispanos que están allá afuera, por favor, salgan a votar durante el tiempo de octubre 20 hasta noviembre 2. Las horas van a ser de 10 a 6 de la tarde. En los últimos días de martes y los jueves de la semana de octubre van a estar de las 8 de la mañana hasta las 8 de la noche. So, por favor, salgan a votar y hagan su voz.
Well, thank you, and thanking for helping us with the translation service. So as we are, working our kinks out, the residents who are sitting in the audience and the online will see that translation there. So again,
Un placer ayudarlos a ustedes.
we saw that. Vote no. All right. Thank you, Madam Registrar. Yeah, wait a second. So we have no one else signed up to speak. So my majority leader just asked, how would the voters who are home see the translation? Is that correct, ma'am? Okay. I believe, do we have someone here who can help me answer this? Because we're still working all the kinks out. The question is, how do we, somebody is at home and they are watching HPA-TV currently, and how would they see the translation from English to Spanish or from whatever language? I believe you will sign in to the app. Am I correct, Paul? I'm sorry? Oh, right. Not yet, but we're testing this out, okay? And so this would also help the council person if we want to communicate with the someone who's non-English speaking, that we can also through English, which will be on the app, and they will also read the translation to whatever language. So yes, Paul, our MHIS person is here who can give us a little bit more detail.
So the people at home, there is a way to see it, but we have documentation on what device you're on.
Can you hear? Can everybody hear?
Can everybody hear me?
Okay. There
Well,
you go.
there is, but it's on the mobile user's end to actually go in there. We wrote up some documentation that we can hand out for it when we're ready to go that route. So there is a way for them. They're doing the translation themselves in what language. So they can choose. Do they want English, Spanish, and then it'll translate it for them. So there is a way.
Well, it certainly is a great opportunity to communicate, with our residents and voters who are non-English speaking also. So seeing that we have no one else signed up to speak, I am definitely, we have one more person?
And like we had discussed earlier, on a mobile device, you do need to download the Google app, Google Meets app.
Right. So we'll,
So just so I'm clear, if I may,
go ahead, Mr.
so just so I'm clear, if I'm sitting at home and my first language is Spanish, I can watch the public comment that just happened, and it'll be translated into Spanish for me, provided I've already downloaded some software and let it know that I want the translation. Is that the idea?
Yes, it is.
So we have to get that information out to the public then, so they know
Exactly.
how to do this. Do you know whether HPA-TV will be telling folks at the beginning of any of our meetings how to do that?
I do not know.
So we're, Councilman Gale, we're going to be working on that as we test the entire program out in the next couple of weeks. You know, we'll work with HPA-TV, we'll work with MHIS in putting out information, how they download the app and how do they get that information. So we have a lot of educating to be done in the next couple of weeks. So again, if anyone
Madam
in
President.
the community is interested in helping us out, I'm sorry? Councilman Clark, you got a question?
Yes, Madam President.
Go ahead, sir.
Is it, good evening. Is it safe to say that the Zoom platform will be going away?
Is it safe to say if the platform be going away?
The Zoom platform.
Yes, Councilman Clark, it's safe to say that. So that's why I said we have a lot of educating we're going to be doing with the community, because everybody since COVID has been accustomed to contacting the council regarding Zoom. Now we're going to a new platform. So we have a lot of educating to do in the next couple of weeks. Any other statement?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, sir. And any other statement, comments? Seeing or hearing none, I call the public comment closed. Thank you very much for joining us.